All right, for this video, I decided to do a complete ranking of all of Stanley Kubrick's films. I just recently watched the last one I needed to see, which was Fear and Desire. So I figured, since I've seen all of his movies now, I might as well make a little video ranking them all. And so I'll start right away with number 13, which is actually Fear and Desire. I mean, it was no surprise, considering Kubrick himself tried to destroy every copy. But it's not a complete horrible film. There's like some decent qualities to it and stuff. But it definitely is his worst. It's kind of the equivalent of like someone, you know, trying out their first piece of art, or I think he made it shortly after or during college or just after college or something like that. But yeah, so it's basically, it's like a 50-something minute movie of him. You can tell it's just him trying his best to, like his first effort of making a film. And then for my number 12, I put Killer's Kiss. And it's the next stage of his career. But this one is far, far better. It's actually a pretty good movie for what it is. It's another short movie. It's 1 hour, 7 minutes. But there's some really cool things in this, actually. Like there's a set piece with a bunch of mannequins in it, which was really memorable. And I feel like the bad guy in this is pretty memorable as well. So yeah, there's some decent shots and scenes in this. So yeah, that's my number 12. My number 11, I don't own it, but I'll put the picture up here. It was Spartacus. This one was another one I watched kind of recently, but it was pretty good. I was expecting, I wasn't expecting to love it because I kind of knew that it was his kind of his blockbuster film of his career, and I wasn't expecting anything amazing. But there is some really good parts in it. It's entertaining. I liked some of the visuals, and especially the fight scene with when Kirk Douglas fights another slave. I really like that part. The outfits, the colors, I think, were really good in that movie. Yeah, so it's not amazing, but it's a solid film. Okay, my next one is going to be kind of a surprise to a bunch of people, but I also don't own it, so I'll put the picture up here. Clockwork Orange, that's my number 10. Yeah, most people really love this one. I'm not crazy about it for some reason. And of course, all these picks are just my personal opinions of what I found entertaining. But yeah, I can see, why certain people can love it. But it's just not really my thing, I guess. but I do love all the colors, the shots, yeah, the cinematography of a lot of it is really great. Yeah, I for some reason I find certain parts of this, or certain things about this movie kind of annoying, gets frustrating or on my nerves. So yeah, it's my number 10. Number 9, I chose Dr. Strangelove. I find this movie, I kind of flip-flop between not really liking it, and other days I think about it and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a lot better than I thought it was. But it's definitely an interesting movie. I really like certain parts. like the one thing that kind of sticks out in my mind is the crazy shootout. And yeah, just the weird characters, like Peter Sellers' character here, Dr. Strangelove. And yeah, it's got some really good imagery. It's really nicely shot in black and white. Yeah, it's kind of, in the middle of the pack for me. And then next, I have my number 8. I also don't own, so I'll put the picture up here. Paths of Glory. I really like this one. I'd say this is the point where I start to really like the movies. And yeah, it has some really amazing shots. I love all the kind of the court scenes. I found that interesting. Some good characters in this. I really like Kirk Douglas' character in this as well. Yeah, this is my number 8. My number 7, I chose Barry Lyndon. This one I really like as well. For me, it's just a bit long. I prefer my movies a bit shorter. But yeah, it's really interesting film. A lot of good scenes, cool little Kubrick moments here and there, and shots. Yeah, and like I'm still not sure if I like his character or if I don't like this character. It's still confusing, but I guess that's maybe one thing he was going for. But yeah, it's a nice solid film. My number 6 will be Full Metal Jacket. Really love the whole the boot camp section. It's incredible. And then I find the second half not quite as good, but still good. And one thing that I really love about this is the ending. It really kind of fascinates me and makes me kind of try and find meaning in it. And I love endings like that. So yeah, I just wanted to note that. And obviously the character of what's his name? I guess it would be Lee Ermey, I guess. Yeah, sorry, I'm not sure about his name right now, but yeah, the boot camp instructor, he's so hilarious. I'd say he has the best character in the film, that's for sure. Okay, and then so my top 5 films I absolutely love. They're distinctly my top 5. I can't see them, they'll never change. Number 5, The Killing. I mentioned this in another film, and sorry, in another one of my movie videos. But yeah, absolutely love this one. It's a giant leap from Killer's Kiss to The Killing. This one I find completely entertaining. You know, it's really, really well done. The pace of it all, and just the whole plot and story in general, I really enjoy. And the last 20 minutes, you know, I find that you know, right on the edge of my seat. You know, I was wondering what was going to happen, and yeah. If anyone hasn't seen this one, I definitely recommend this. Okay, my number 4. It pains me to put this one here, but Lolita. I really, really love this movie. I just love the whole world that he created in this. It fascinates me, and it's just, I don't know, there's something about the world he created here. It's really entertaining. And I know it's kind of a controversial movie or whatever, but yeah, I really, really enjoyed this one. And also I wanted to note, I noticed in a bunch of interviews of David Lynch, he says this is his favorite Kubrick film. And I kind of wanted to put it at number 3, but I just kind of couldn't justify putting it over at top of the final 3. But yeah, this one, I absolutely love this film. So my number 3, I had to put 2001 there. Don't really have to explain this, I'm sure a lot of people have seen, but it's his space film, and just a complete masterpiece. And yeah, it's kind of crazy to think that there's, you know, I find 3 films better than Lolita, but I'd say the last 3 films here I consider are masterpieces. But yeah, so this is my number 3. Just the shots are insane for the time. The first time I was watching it, I couldn't believe that it was from 1968. Which is 9 years before Star Wars was or whatever, and to me it just blew Star Wars away. But anyways, yeah, it's my number 3. My number 2 is The Shining. This film is always, sorry, I just gotta reposition here. This film has always blown my mind. The first time I saw it, when a teacher put it on actually in class. I think it was during Halloween, and I didn't know why, but I couldn't look away from the screen, and it was almost like I was like, and it was before I knew anything about film, anything about this director, and I was just like, how did this movie? To me, the movie seemed like magic. I was like, why is it so good, and why can't I stop watching this? Yeah, it's just a masterpiece. And also, I wanted to recommend, if anyone hasn't seen the film Room 237 documentary, I would highly suggest watching that after you've seen this, and because they do some really cool things in that. It makes you kind of look at a bunch of things differently, and you see all the theories about what it's about. And they also do this cool thing where they show the movie backwards and forwards at the same time, and you see certain scenes overlapping each other, and it looks really awesome. It has a really cool effect, and it's almost scary that it's like it was meant to be. It seems like it was meant to be played that way. And yeah, it's really crazy. But yeah, it's my number 2. And then, of course, my number one is Eyes Wide Shut, which is my favorite film. I mentioned this in my Tom Cruise video, if you want to check that one out. But yeah, so there's no surprise, it's my number one. It's my favorite, I think it's my favorite film of all time so far. So if you want some more info, what I think about this movie, you can check that Tom Cruise video out. But yeah, so those are my rankings of all the Kubrick films. And yeah, hope you enjoy. Thank you.